China fighter jet will fly over Taiwan to declare sovereignty. State media says, Newsweek story. Chinese fighter will fly over Taiwan to declare sovereignty if relations between Washington and Taipei continue to improve. A prominent state media figure said after Beijing sent 25 warplanes toward the island on Monday. Chief editor of China's Nationalistic Communistic Party newspaper, The Global Times, said the People's Liberation Army would step up military pressure in the event of a further warming of U.S.-Taiwan ties. If Taiwan forces open fire, that will be the moment of all-out war across the Taiwan Strait. The People's Republic of China claims ownership of democratic Taiwan despite having never governed it in 7 decades since its founding after the Chinese Civil War. Taiwan continues to be run as the de facto state that maintains several unofficial yet crucial global partners in an ambiguous existence known as the status quo. Adam.
Mm-hmm. Well, we touched on this, I believe, in the last podcast about China and their relationships with their surrounding countries, Taiwan being specific. We might be here in America. This all comes down to perspective and putting yourself in someone else's shoes. We here in America think, well, who cares, Taiwan, whatever. This is a huge deal for China. Huge deal for China. So on the outside perspective, you know, we have a list of topics. We're going through our life. We got a million different things. We're dealing with BLM and Antifa. And we got things going on here that we care about. We hear Taiwan, whatever's going on in Myanmar, who gives a shit.
Yep.
For China, this is a huge deal. This is the quote-unquote proverbial red line that they don't want anybody crossing. So, you know, they talk about in World War I when the Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated and that, you know, spouted off this powder keg that led to World War I, which eventually led to World War II, yada, 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 yada. This is the type of thing, you know, knock on wood, cross your fingers, that could potentially lead to a World War III, where something small that affects a country more than you understand can lead to something massive. And for China, apparently it's this Taiwan thing.
This is basically a 50-year-old byproduct of the revolution and Chiang Kai-shek, you know, going across. You know, what you have here, it's unresolved. And to those of us in the West, you should really think of it as East and West Germany. That was unresolved for so long, right? And then there was reunification. And so after World War II, we had this split, and we had Berlin, the Berlin Wall, and everything that goes with that. And China sees this the same way. This is the way they see it. That was once part of us. It should still be part of us. And this is what's going on. And, you know, if Taiwan, I would, as a matter of fact, I was in Taipei, Taiwan, on October 8th to 10th. And this goes back 1999. And at my hotel, I hear rumbling outside on the morning of October 10th. It was kind of funny. And they call it the Double 10 Festival, 10/10, October 10th. And it was the celebration of their independence. So there was a lot, and I saw tanks out there and military things in the street. It was not the Russian military.
This is in Taiwan.
This is in Taiwan. It was not the Russian military May Day where everybody.
Kai, would you pull up Taiwan on the map?
Where they're like clapping politely, but you're supposed to.
This is what year?
This is 99.
Okay.
And so it's called the Double 10 Festival. It happens every year in Taiwan. Taiwan Double 10 Day right there at the top. And it's Sunday, October 10th. It's a national day of Republic of China, public holiday annually, see? And what they do is they celebrate their independence. There is a lot of patriotism in the street. I saw it. There was like this. There were parades, there was activities, there was military in the street, but it wasn't military like Russian May Day, like power military. It was celebration, like when we have planes fly over the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It was that kind of celebration and stuff. And so there is a lot of pride now of 4 generations in Taiwan of people who feel, wait, we're independent. I'm Taiwanese, and we're independent. And China's like, no, this is like World War II reunification of Germany. I want that back. And
well, look at even the map right now. I mean, obviously Hong Kong is in the news, but because Hong Kong is attached to mainland China, it's sort of like a peninsula on the south.
Well,
the
same thing happened to Hong Kong, right?
Look at Taiwan. It's an island off of China. Is that right, Kai? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from a geographical standpoint, Taiwan is not even attached to China. So I can see why would they...
But here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the Heritage Index of Economic Freedom. Do you have that up? Heritage Index of Economic Freedom. This is a site that shows you which countries are the most economically free countries in the world. Go to CL Rankings, to the right, bottom right, right there. Okay, check this out. Close the okay. Free, meaning 100 to 80. How free they are. Number 1 is Singapore. Number 2 is New Zealand. Then Australia, then Switzerland, then Ireland. Freest countries in the world. Okay?
Let's keep going
Look
down.
who's number 6. I think 6 is Taiwan.
Wow.
Okay, Taiwan is free. Freer than America. Then it's UK, then it's Estonia, then Canada, then Denmark, then Iceland, then Georgia, then Mauritius, then United Arab Emirates, then Lithuania. You still don't have US, by the way. Netherlands, Finland, Luxembourg, Chile, United States.
United States is behind UAE.
Think about that. Then you got Sweden, Malaysia. Let's go to the other side. Japan, South Korea, Austria, Israel, Czech Republic, Norway, Germany, Latvia, Qatar, Armenia. Armenia, shout out to Armenia, 32nd. Cyprus, Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, Malta, Belgium, Azerbaijan, 38th. Now we're going to moderately free. Spain, Bahrain, Poland, Thailand, Romania, Uruguay, Jamaica. You see all these countries there, Jordan, Bahamas,
Jamaica,
Costa Rica, Guatemala, Turkey, 76.
Where's
Turkey,
China
76.
on this list?
Oh, you're about to see it as you go lower and lower. Russia's 92, by the way. Look at the main countries. Russia's 92. France is 64. Mexico 65. Wow. Okay.
Italy 68.
Tanzania 93. El Salvador 94. Greece 96. Now you're going to mostly unfree.
Go ahead.
Okay. Honduras, South Africa, Benin, Ghana, Trinidad, Gambia, Nigeria, Uganda, China 107. 107. Uzbekistan.
Mostly unfree.
Egypt, Burma, and you see some of these countries, okay, along with lots of African
look at Brazil.
countries.
Brazil is
143. Afghanistan, 146.
Look at freaking Argentina.
148. Ecuador, 149. Pakistan, 152. Okay, Belize, Tom, 114. Belize. Lebanon, 154. Haiti.
This is a great
India,
stat
121 is what India is, okay? Go lower. Now let's see the one that says repressed.
Gotcha.
See if you see any big countries here. Algeria, Congo, Iran 168, Cuba 176, North Korea last, Venezuela second to last, then it's Cuba. The bottom 3 that are actually ranked are North Korea, Venezuela, and Cuba. And go below it, go below it, go below it. You got Iraq, Libya, Liechtenstein, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. Here's what's crazy. Out of Cuba, Venezuela, and North Korea, which of those 3 you think is most likely to be mostly free? Which of those 3 you think is most likely to be free? Venezuela, Cuba, or North Korea? I have my guess.
Cuba.
What do you think?
Well, it's not North Korea, so let's.
It's not North Korea. Let's set that up. So it's really 2.
Venezuela.
I'm going to say Cuba. I think Cuba is more likely to be free than Venezuela. It's just a hunch. I think it's closer. I think it's, the influence. I think Venezuela is second, and I think North Korea is third. But the point is, going back to the Taiwan conversation, go all the way to the top. China doesn't want Taiwan to have any influence.
Look also how this is 5, and then it goes to 25. I mean, it's
dramatically different gap
These
between
other
the
ones
3.
are a little bit.
Yeah,
like North Korea versus
the 2.
any other country. It's not even comparable.
It's a dramatic gap
I would love to see at the very, very, very top. And Pat had a great point.
Well, the guy killed 2 cousins and his brother.
What the qualifications are for being free, quote unquote. Like, did they give a? Yeah, read. Oh, this.
Oh, here it is. Rule of law. So they're up there. Rule of law,
government size, regulatory efficiency, open markets, trade freedom, investment freedom, business freedom, fiscal health,
but
government
by the way,
integrity.
they have it on 3 under each. So rule of law is property rights, judicial effectiveness, government integrity. Then you got government size, tax burden, government spending, fiscal health, regulatory efficiency, business freedom, labor freedom, monetary freedom. Then you got trade freedom, investment freedom, financial freedom. It's not so. Go to U.S.
Yeah,
go to the U.S. I want to
US.
see government integrity for the U.S. I want to see our score there.
Number 20.
Go to U.S.
Click on U.S. Boom. Number 20.
Open our card.
Here we go. Let's see what we're excelling at and what we're sucking at.
Okay. Monetary freedom, we're doing well in. Fiscal health, 35. That's a terrible score, by the way, to be at 34.9. Open markets, trade freedom, okay. Government spending, 62. Tax burden, 76. Interesting when you look at this. Judicial effectiveness. Government integrity, 76.8.
Its overall score has decreased by 1.8 points, primarily because of a decline in fiscal health. Yeah, you're printing money.
The United States is ranked 3rd among 32 countries in the Americas region.
So why would China
hell's
wants
this?
Taiwan to stay free. They wouldn't want Taiwan to stay free because Taiwan, politically and philosophically, is the complete opposite.
That's correct.
Of what China. So the more Taiwan excels and people from China now have a place to leave to, the more that makes China look bad. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.